It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bills and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the...
Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season, but in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down, and if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Ewing. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Ewing. Quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who are staying healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ewing. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ewing. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, Do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haney. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Haney. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Tillman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Haney. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out come the Bills. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Haney, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing on 1st down. Haney. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haney. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Haney. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Haney firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haney firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try to take that away.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haney. 9 yards on the play there that sets him up 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Hall. And he takes this one in for the Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Back to throw. Ewing. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ewing. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Ewing. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Ewing able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is hauled in by Matthews. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Ewing. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Ewing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running left, it's Hall. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Operating from the gun. Haney into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Down to the 10. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-17, your final score. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Haney. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Throwing again. Haney. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll give to Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Haney. And he'll find Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Haney. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jordan Akins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Sometimes those tight ends after a mismatch, they found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Ewing, left side, caught by Matthews. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake. Ewing. And he's going to go down again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ewing. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Cleveland offense making their way out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Straight ahead is Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air on second down. Haney. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
To throw on second down, Haney. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Haney. He's got his man, that's Tillman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Haney. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haney. Able to find Tillman. He's got it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Haney. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills getting set to go. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ewing. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Ewing. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Back to throw. Ewing.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the bootleg, Ewing. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions at 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Grant Delpit coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Haney. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Haney. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And here's Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Haney. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Allen going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Haney. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Haney. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught. And he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
back to throw. Haney. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Haney. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
32-yard line.
On 1st down, Haney. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Gain of 22 more yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So another incompletion on 4th down. They threw it on every down that series, and every pass missed the mark.
The frustration is almost palpable. You can almost feel it all the way up here in the booth. But how about the guys who just stopped them on 4 downs? You got to give them a little credit, huh? They end up stopping 4 straight passes. They don't get into the end zone. They turn the ball over on downs. They more than did their job.
Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Haney.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Haney. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.